Alright, so here's a little bit of grammar from stage 3. It's just kind of miscellaneous grammar. Um, and it has to do with being able to determine the meaning of a word when you have seen it in one form and learned it in one form, but you've never seen it in another form. So if I've seen a noun in the nominative and I've learned it in the nominative, but now I'm have a translation where it's in the accusative and I don't recognize it. Um, this this slideshow presentation should hopefully get you to understand understand the words. So the nominative and accusative forms, we've had them. They're for nouns and adjectives. And the nominative form, either ends in A, US, R, IS, O, or X. And then more simply, the accusative of those ends in M. And if you notice, Encela goes to Encelam, Cecilius goes to Sicilium, Mercator to Mercatorem, Canis to Canem, Leo to Leonem, and Senex to Senem. And you can, by looking at the first, so if I had learned one of these words, let's say canis, I had learned it in the nominative, but I had never seen it in the accusative. And all of a sudden I'm presented with a sentence that has canem in it. I could look at the first 3 letters of the word, and knowing that it's a noun because it's in the accusative, I could determine, oh, that means a dog, but something's happening to this dog. So here I have Metella canem vituperat, and it just means Metella curses the dog. And as you can see, I underlined can in here, and I did that just because, as I said before, I had maybe seen it as canis, but I'd never seen it as canem, and all of a sudden I'm presented with this sentence. And if I look at just the first 3 letters, I could say, oh, you know what? That means dog. That must mean dog. And I know that it's a noun because it ends in M. So let's look at this next one. Fustem. It's in the accusative and it means club. Now, I've never seen it in the nominative, maybe, because I've just learned it in the accusative form. In our book, I believe the stage has it as fustem, meaning club. And however, if I saw it like this, fustis, you see here I've underlined the first 3 or 4 letters, or first 4 letters in this case, and I know that it's in the nominative form, and so it is actually doing the action. So, fustis est magnus. The club is big. And so basically, I'd like you to record all of these in your notes. So if you need to go back and do that. When trying to determine the meaning of a noun or adjective in a form that you've never seen before, look at the first 3 or 4 letters of the word, and you will be able to determine its meaning. All right, and that is kind of miscellaneous grammar from stage 3.